play a sport. We did clean these this morning, so we sprayed it with something that lasts for 48 hours, but we do have extra cleaning supplies around, so if you feel more comfortable grabbing it and wiping it off in between, like, I'm totally cool with that. That is your call. The stuff we spray on it is supposed to last for 48 hours, so totally up to you. This is the birdie. This is a badminton racket, okay? Now, this part of the badminton racket is called the bevel, all right? And that's where you hold it. So the forehand grip is if, like, you were gonna go shake hands with this racket, you would have a V on the side of it. So on the bevel, you see right here, you have a V with your thumb and your forefinger. So that's on the side, that's what it's gonna make. So a forehand hit is like you open up to the hit and it's the strong side of your body. Okay, a backhand grip, you just switch the racket to where your thumb is now on the flat part of the bevel, like you're kind of flipping a pancake, all right? So that's the backhand grip. So that's kind of what's coming to the weaker side of your body. That's if you have to step and cross over and use that backhand grip. Okay, so V grip is for the forehand. The thumb grip is for the backhand. All right? There are two different ways to serve. You have the underhand serve, okay, which is where you pinch the feathers of the birdie. You're going to drop it and make contact with the birdie below your waist or at waist height. All right, so look, something like this. Well, that wasn't a real clean contact, but you got the idea, all right? So, and you want to follow through to your other shoulder, okay? Now the other serve is the short fore or backhand flick serve. So that's where you step out with your hitting foot, pinch the feathers out in front of your body, have your racket kind of here with your elbow up, you drop and flip, okay? So all it is the wrist flick here, all right? Did anything I just mentioned, was an overhand serve mentioned at all?
No.
No, because there's not an overhand serve. You have two different types, underhand and then the short flick serve. Okay, so at no point in time should we actually see you toss it up and hit it over. Now when you're rallying back and forth, of course you can use the overhand, okay, or the underhand. Typically a game of badminton, you play to 21 points and it's 2 out of 3 games, all right? What we do in here is we'll play it for time. So we'll let you guys play and then basically whoever has the most points will win that round. But we're not gonna play games today. We'll just kind of get the feel for it and play around today. We'll eventually build up to like a tournament. Boundary lines. We have 4 nets, okay? If you were to draw an imaginary line from the pole all the way back to halfway line, okay? That's your out of bounds on the side. This halfway line here is your out of bounds on like this side, okay? The out of bounds is pretty much the back, like behind the blue, behind that side, or like that wall back there. All right, everybody go with that? If the birdie lands on the line or anywhere in it, call is always in. If it's outside of it, then the call is out. If your racket or your body touches the net, it's a point for the team. So basically you have to stay on your side and not really touch anything. The underhand clear is exactly like the underhand serve, all right? So it's just, you hit it with your underhand and then follow through to your opposite shoulder. And that overhead clear is like if you were trying to throw this racket on the roof of your house. It's the same mechanics as you would to throw this racket somewhere. So you're like, oh, I'm trying to get that racket on the roof of my house. That's kind of the angle that you're going to go at, and that angle is flat right there, and then you would kind of have it hit there, and it's going to kind of arch and go over. When would you use the overhand hit?
If it's coming past you.
Yeah, if it's like over your head where you can't get back quick enough to do an underhand clear, that's when you can use the overhead clear. How many times can you touch it per side, the birdie? Only 1. So even if it's 2v2, you still can only hit it once per side. So I couldn't hit it up and then have Kylie hit it over. Okay? So if it comes to me, I have to hit it over. If it comes to her, she has to hit it over. So it's important to communicate like, I got it, you're yours, or whatever. Questions about any of that? No? If you get the point, you continue to serve.